Finally this hour, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has announced its short list of nominations for the 2026 class of inductees. Includes 17 nominees across nearly every genre. Among those on the list, Phil Collins, Mariah Carey, Lauryn Hill, and Shakira. For a closer look at this year's list, let's bring in Jason Lipshutz. He is the Billboard's co-chief content officer. Joins me here on set. Good to have you with us. So 17, we can't go through all 17, but in your minds, who do we really need to know about and talk about right now?
It's interesting because you have the first-time nominees, right? You have Phil Collins there for the first time, Melissa Etheridge, but then you also have those trying to break through after a couple of nominees, Oasis, Mariah Carey. So it's a really interesting mix this year of, oh, they've never been nominated before, and also, how are they not in yet?
Right, exactly. So walk us through, as you say, some have gone through this process before. What is the criterion process for now selecting who actually is going to be inducted later this year?
So really the only criteria is it has to be 25 years since your first commercial release. After that, what makes a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer has become more in the eye of the beholder, right? Where, you know, the criteria has changed year over year. Is it longevity? Is it influence? Is it popularity? Is it, you know, how closely aligned they are with quote-unquote rock music? It's kind of always up for discussion. That's what makes this time of year so interesting.
I think the debate really took off a few years ago when Dolly Parton was one of the nominees, and it basically said, remove me from the list, I'm not rock and roll. And then when it was all said and done, not only did she get inducted, but she put out a rock album.
Yeah.
So, and we look at this list and we see that diversity. Lauryn Hill, Mariah Carey, people might be wondering, well, what's going on here? But that's really, I think they've sort of, the rock and roll community has sort of embraced that all types of music play a role in what we define as rock, right?
Yeah, from the very beginning of the Rock Hall, the first induction class included Ray Charles and Fats Domino. Like, it wasn't just rock bands year in and year out. So now the conversation has expanded to pop and hip hop and R&B. And some of this is informed by recent history, right? So this year, Wu-Tang Clan is up for it, and a voter might look at, hey, a Tribe Called Quest that got in a couple years ago, why isn't Wu-Tang Clan in there? Same with Luther Vandross this year, up a few years after Mayor J. Blige got in.
Yeah, and you're all in on Wu-Tang, right? That's what you're pushing for right now?
I mean, Wu-Tang forever is, yeah, they got to get in.
We should talk about, and I hate to use the word snubs for this because there are so many musicians over the decades. I don't know how you could even begin to cherry pick who goes in and who doesn't, but is there anyone who's sort of been standing out as someone people think, how is this group or how is this person not been inducted yet? Yeah,
the big three that are continually in the conversation for snubs are Alice in Chains, Motley Crue, Phish.
Okay.
You know, in a different version of the Rock Hall, obviously they're all slam dunk inductees, especially like Alice in Chains should absolutely be in there. Phish is still like conquering the world, but as we've expanded this idea of the Rock Hall into more pop and R&B and hip hop, there's less room for these types of inductees, which I think is ultimately a good thing, but I also hope those three ultimately get in.
Eventually get in. We'll have to wait and see. Beyond Wu-Tang, who else are you pushing to get inducted this year?
Lauryn Hill, first time.
Yes.
I mean, come on, Miseducation.
Right, one of the
Absolute
greatest
classic.
ever. Exactly.
Yes.
Right.
Jeff Buckley also.
Oh, that's a good one too. And
Yeah.
that's what's so great. I mean, the list just has so much diversity and so many different people. It's amazing. Jason, good to have you with us. Thanks so much for joining us. So the official Rock and Roll Hall of Fame class of 2026 will be revealed in April. Then the induction ceremony is scheduled to take place this fall in Nashville. And it's always a great concert that you'll want to check out.